Okay, so some people had asked me what to look out for when buying their banduria again. So it'd be really good if you can purchase it so that we can all play again together for the 50th anniversary of Bethany. That's in 2015. So Queer Team is organizing that, and he asked me if we could get together if we could get the Rondalia team again and play for that event. So some had asked, what do I need to do? Where do I go? Where do I purchase, or how do I purchase a banduria? So first off, this is just my personal things that I look out for anyway when I'm looking at a banduria. But make sure that the strings are all nice and glossy and it's not rusted out when you purchase them in the shops. And when you strum the string, make sure that the string moves freely, it's not being obstructed by anything, and also the strings are actually lifted off these frets. You see these frets here, these little bumps here, they're actually lifted off from it, so they're not touching it when they are together. And also the thing that I look for, starting from here, make sure they're all nice and even. Here at the bottom, can you see that? They're all nice and even. And the spacing, now look at my banduria, it's not very well spaced, isn't it? And that in itself can actually affect the string itself when you're tuning it up, and it will sound like basag sometimes. But when you do strum it, make sure that they resonate, the sound resonate, and the string vibrates freely by itself. So that's one thing I gotta look for. Make sure that they're all even. Make sure that the bridge as well is evenly done, because they actually cut the wood there to put the string through. And then when you get to the neck, as I said, make sure that the strings aren't touching not touching those metal frets. And then when you get to this plastic bridge here, again, it's got to be even. Okay, and it also lifts the string up away from this head. Okay. And then finally, I actually prefer this sort of banduria where the tuning pieces are actually behind. Instead, there's some bandurias that is actually pointing this way, like sideways. But it's better if it's actually this way. I prefer it that way. It's a lot easier to tune anyway. And also, when you're looking at these pieces here, you can tell that it's cheap plastic because it's really like colored white and it's almost hollow. So make sure that you buy these solid pieces. This piece is solid, and they're not gonna break easily when you're tuning them. Okay, and preferably if you look as well, there's a few screws there. Make sure that they're all evenly done as well. So those are the sort of things that I look for. The shape, I prefer this sort of shape, the traditional shape of the banduria. I like that one, but it's really up to you. And I'm sure the best brand of banduria is the Lumanog banduria, and I think I purchased this one. This one was purchased at Santa Mesa, I think. I don't know if they're still there, but it's worth having a look and finding out where to find them. I don't know how much they cost nowadays, so let me know when you get this video, and let me know where you guys purchased it from, so we can share it with the rest of everybody. So yes. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and purchase your bandurias, and let's start practicing.